everyone. In last lecture we studied about animal kingdom basis of classification, that is level of organization, whether cellular level or tissue or organ system, circulatory system whether open or closed type, symmetry whether organisms are shows asymmetry or bilateral symmetry or radial symmetry, then depending upon germinal layers whether they are diploblastic or triploblastic having ectoderm and endoderm or ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Then depending upon coelom whether it is present or absent, acoelomate, pseudocoelomate and coelomate animals. Then depending upon the presence and absence of notochord and segmentation. Now today let us see the characteristic of different phylum. So starting with the first phylum, that is Porifera. It shows cellular level of organization, that is the tissues are absent. So examples are Cycon, then Spongilla, then Eospongia, that is bath sponge. It is having water transport or canal system. So water enters through the ostia, goes inside the central cavity, that is called as spongiocele, and comes out through osculum. So here these are the pores or ostia through which the water enters inside. This is called a spongiocele, and water will come out through the osculum. Then choanocyte, that is the collar cells, line the spongiocele. So these are the collar cells which lines the spongiocele. And then skeleton is present in the form of spicules and spongin fiber. They are hermaphrodite, that is sexes are not separate. So these are the spicules and spongin fiber. Such skeleton will be present. So it is having ostia through which the water enters inside the spongiocele. This cavity is called as spongiocele, and the water comes out through the osculum, and the cavity is lined by the collar cells which is having cilia for producing the water current. And the two types of skeleton that is present are spicules and spongin fiber. Next is Coelenterata, that or it is also called as Cnidaria. Now it is tissue level of development, but it is diploblastic. Only ectoderm and endoderms are present. Now they have stinging capsule or nematocyte, and which is having cnidoblast or cnidocytes. These cnidocytes, they are present on the mouth, near the mouth or on the tentacles, and its function is to help to anchor the organism for defense purpose and for capturing the prey. Now here the central cavity is called as gastrovascular cavity, which opens to the outside through the hypostome, that is mouth. And skeleton, in case of corals, it is made up of calcium carbonate. So here this gastrovascular cavity is present, tentacles are present, and on the tentacles nematocytes will be present, that is the defensing for defensing purpose or for capturing the prey. Then two forms are present in this organism, that is called as polyp and medusa. Polyp, they are sessile and cylindrical. Example hydra. And medusa is umbrella shape, free living. Aurelia or jellyfish are the examples. So such cylindrical shape will be called as polyp, and if they are umbrella shape, it is called as medusa. In organism like Obelia, it will show both the forms, that alternation of generation is seen. So for example here in case of Obelia, this one is the polyp form. It will be having medusa bud. Medusa bud give rise to, it is produced by asexual reproduction. This medusa bud will give rise to the medusa form, that is male and female medusa will be formed, and this male will be will form sperm and female will be forming the ovum. Fertilization takes place, zygote is formed. Zygote will be converted into larva. Larva is called as pennula. Again this will give rise to the polyp form. So in case of Obelia, alternation of generation is taking place, that is polyp and medusa form alternate with one another. Examples are Physalia, sea anemone. Next one is Ctenophora. Now this is also diploblastic, and tissue level of organization is seen. Examples are sea walnuts and comb jellies. 8 external row of ciliated comb plates are present. Such comb plates will be present, that is for locomotion. They are bioluminescent in nature, that is they emit the light. So they are having 8 rows of ciliated comb. Then next is platyhelminthes. Now from here they are triploblastic, they are acoelomate, and organ level of organization is seen. Platyhelminthes, that is flatworm, example tapeworm, liver fluke, planaria. They have hooks and sucker for the so that they can attach to the host. For excretion they are having flame cell. These are the flame cells. Then they also have a larval stage, and digestive system is incomplete. No anus is present. So organ level of organization is seen in platyhelminthes. So these are the platyhelminthes and flatworm, and these are the flame cells for excretion. Then next, that is Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes ascaris, that is the roundworm, Wucheria, and Encyclostoma, that is the hookworm. Now in the cross section the body appears circular, therefore they are called as roundworm. Organ level of organization is seen. They are pseudocoelomate. Alimentary canal is now complete over here, having muscular pharynx. Excretion is through excretory tubes. So these are the excretory tubes through which the excretion is done. Then circulatory system is absent. Through diffusion only the gaseous exchange takes place, and nervous system is present. So such nervous system is present having the nerve cord, and nerve ring is present in the head having cerebral ganglia. So from this phylum, that is Aschelminthes, nervous system is present. Then phylum Annelida. Examples are Nares, Pheretima, Hirudinaria, that is leech, Pheretima, that is earthworm. Now from here they are coelomate. Metamerism is seen, that is segments called as metameres is present. In Latin, metameres means annulus, that is the ring. So body is divided into segments. Then they have longitudinal and circular muscle which helps in the locomotion. Example, in case of earthworm, such setae are present for locomotion, and in case of Nares, such parapodia are present for locomotion. Then circulatory system is closed type, that is blood vessels are present. Excretion is through nephridia. So such nephridia are present in pharynx region. It is called as pharyngeal nephridia. These are called as integumentary nephridia, that is on the skin, and on the septa they are called as septal nephridia. So this, the function of nephridia is for excretion. Then nervous system is present, that is nerve cord, double ventral nerve cord is present, that is on the ventral side, and paired ganglia present, and lateral nerves comes out of it. So such double ventral nerve cord is present. These are the paired ganglia, and lateral nerves comes out of it. That is the nervous system in case of Annelida. Then comes phylum Arthropoda. Phylum Arthropoda, examples are honeybee, silkworm, lac insect, that is economically important insect. Then mosquitoes, locust, crab, king crab. It is the largest phylum. Exoskeleton, that is chitinous form, and body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Such head, thorax and abdomen will be present. Then they have appendages which are jointed. That's why they are called as arthropoda. Arthros, that is joint, and poda means appendages. So such jointed appendages will be present. Then for respiration, they have gills, book lungs, tracheal system. So such gills will be present. Then they have book lungs like this. In case of horseshoe crab, book lungs are present, and tracheal system is present this way. These are called as tracheal system, and this opens outside through spiracles on the body, through which gaseous exchange takes place. Then circulatory system is of open type. Sensory organs are present, that is antenna, eyes can be compound eye or simple eye. Statocysts, that is balancing organs are present, and for excretion they have Malpighian tubules. Then comes phylum Mollusca. Examples are Pila, pearl oyster, sepia, octopus. Their covering is made up of calcareous shell. Body is having head and muscular foot. So such head is present and such muscular foot is present. And here on it the shell will be present. Then visceral humps will be present. On it the spongy layer of skin called as mantle is present. So inside the shell there will be a visceral hump and it is having a spongy layer of skin which is called as mantle, and the cavity between two is called as mantle cavity. This cavity will be called as mantle cavity. So it is having visceral hump. On it spongy layer of skin is present which is called as mantle, and the space between the two is called as mantle cavity, and inside the mantle cavity they have feather like gills. So this one is the gill which is feather like, which helps in respiration. Then excretory system is present. Head is having sensory tentacles and mouth will be having radula, helps in feeding and cutting the food. So head will be having such tentacles. So here mantle cavity is present. In the mantle cavity feather like gills are present. Then echinodermata. Example: starfish, sea urchin, sea lily, sea cucumber and brittle star. Endoskeleton is calcareous ossicle, spiny body. They are marine, and larva stage will be bilateral while adult stage shows radial symmetry. Such radial symmetry is seen in case of adult. Then digestive system is complete. Mouth will be on the ventral side while anus will be on the dorsal side. So anus is on the dorsal side. Then water vascular system is present. This water vascular system helps in locomotion, to capture the food, for transport of the food, for respiration. And excretory system is absent. Waste comes out through the tube feet and the gills. So such water vascular system is present. This is called as ring canal. These are lateral canals. Lateral canals will be present, and these are the tube feet which are attached with it. So through this water vascular system locomotion takes place, they capture the food, respiration also takes place with the help of this, and the waste will come out to the tube feet and the gills. Then phylum Hemichordata. Hemichordata is placed as a separate phylum under non-chordate because they have stomochord similar to the notochord. So here notochord is absent, but instead of that they are having stomochord. Body is having proboscis, a collar and a long trunk. So proboscis is present, collar is present and long trunk will be present. Circulatory system is of open type and respiration is through gills. Excretion, for excretion they have proboscis gland. So inside this proboscis they will be having proboscis gland through which the excretion take place. Then examples are balanoglossus and saccoglossus. Thank you.